Well, since I got in contact with the dog Internet of Things, I suppose the biggest insight I had is that it's quite easy to train a dog if you take the time and take professional advice. It's not that difficult to teach Roxy what's acceptable and what isn't. I mean, she's always going to be a working dog, an excitable dog, and that's fine. But that doesn't mean that she can't be controlled for her own safety, for everybody's comfort. So, you know, by contacting the dog Internet of Things, which I would never have dreamed of doing, I think it's only 2 months ago since we spoke, and life with Roxy has got so much easier, and easier for her, and she knows her place better. Now, I do think that it's nearly always the human and not the dog, and that was a big insight, and I probably wouldn't have realised that, you know, until we spoke. And now, the more that I learn about how to train Roxy, the easier it is for her, and the more fun, obviously, it is for everybody, you know. Well, my relationship with Roxy has always been one of pure adoration on both sides, but that wasn't always practical. So my relationship with her now is a lot calmer. You know, we get a night's sleep 8 nights out of 10. We're definitely making progress. She's easier. I'm more confident bringing her places that I wouldn't have been before. We had issues with getting her back on the lead. We had issues with getting her back into the car. And I brought her down to the park a year ago that I brought her initially, before I was going to talk with you today, where it took me an hour and a half to get her back into the car a year ago. Really, it was torture. And I brought her down the day before yesterday, no problem whatsoever. She even stood for me to put the lead on. Now, that doesn't happen all the time, but it never happened when we got her first. So by contacting the dog Internet of Things, we got simple advice, we got practical advice, but most of all, we got advice that works for her, you know, because she depends on us to manage her and to take care of her. So it really has made life a lot easier. And I think we've some way to go yet on both sides. It's a learning for both of us.